Season's heating up and some of our favorites are absolutely on fire. We'll talk XRP price action along with Circle going after an imposter. Billions of ETH lost to errors. MicroStrategy bought the tip, not the dip, along with
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Happy Monday, crypto fans, as we're starting the week with green up on the screen. And the best part about the green up on the screen, it's dominated by the alts, baby. Check it out, 55 out of 100. Altcoin season, I believe, is here. Now, before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. Your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Lockstradamus start us off says, trying to be a good creator, you're the best type, Klaus. Appreciate what you're doing. Choop choop is nachos. That's right. I don't bring you the hype, the hopium, or any of the BS out there. I may share a rumor or two, but I at least let you know it's a rumor and not real deal. Slackerman says, Jerome has TDS. That is the only reason he's putting the screws to the country trader. Yeah, for real. Jerome keeps saying, oh, we gotta wait for the data. Do you wait like for your house to burn down completely before you call the fire department? No, the first sign of smoke, baby, you start dealing with the problem. Jerome has been late to the party. He was late to raise rates, and he's late to cut rates. Glenn Saccone is thinking the same thing. He says when Jerome cuts, the dollar will start going down. The more he cuts, the dollar is going to erode until the Fed is destroyed. People will cheer, and they won't understand it's the nail in the coffin if they don't own real-world assets. For real, owning real-world assets is probably the best thing you could do out there. I even saw someone say, don't own a home, buy crypto instead. What? And don't get me wrong, I love my crypto, but I understand the purpose of owning a home. Bitcoin's sitting at 180,242. ETH is 3812. We're getting close to that 4,000 mark. But remember, the last several times ETH has hit that 4,000 mark, it's what everyone sold off hardcore. Sol, ADA, and Doge all deep in the green. And Pudgy Penguins is moving, yeah, some insider BS ETF crap NFTs. XRP's at 353. We'll talk price at the end. Circle claims just a Circle's use of CRCL ticker is brand infringement. Now, this is crazy. Listen to this. $50 billion stablecoin firm Circle Internet has accused a Circle-themed meme coin of brand infringement, leading to its modification of its ticker on SolScan. That's according to an investor and a member of Just a Circle meme coin community who told Protos, is it really necessary for Circle to be asserting infringement on a shape or a stock ticker? The token's ticker on SolScan was changed from CRCL to SPL token at some point in June, according to an investor. We have received reports that the token uses copyrighted or trademarked material without authorization. Now, I got to be honest with you. I like this. Why? Because how many freaking projects out there on Stellar's chain, right? Remember when MoneyGram came out and then there were all the fake MoneyGram scam tokens? And then when they did all the USDC, there was the fake USDC ones. No one ever went after those people. But Circle is going after a meme coin that has the same symbol. I gotta be honest with you. I get where people are like, yo, bro, this is a little bit of overreaching, but at the same time, come on. Crypto is filled with scams and schemes and crypto coins with the same shit. Oh, remember when RLUSD was launched? Do you remember how many fake RLUSDs there were? Yeah, baby, this is the way to start protecting us against duplicate BS imposters. Oh, MicroStrategy didn't buy the dip. No, they bought the frickin' tip. Well, it's pretty easy when you're using other people's money. MicroStrategy made another $740 million investment in BTC, putting their total holdings now to 607,000 plus BTC in total. Jesus. Michael Saylor Strategy, the world's largest public holder of Bitcoin, continued stacking Bitcoin last week as the cryptocurrency surged past 122,000 for the first time. They acquired another 6,220 BTC at an average price of 118,000 per coin. Dude, this guy, look, Saylor went belly up during the dot-com bubble, and man, at the way he's going right now, he better hope that BTC never crashes, because if it does, he's taking a heck of a lot of people with him. Black swan events out there, right? We got a couple. If we had BTC crash, if we had Tether crash, let me know what other black swan events could possibly exist in crypto. This is a messed up story, and this goes to where we need to start fixing some things. 3.4 billion in ETH lost forever due to user errors. Think about that. 3.4 billion gone because of like typos and other crap like that. You don't have that problem with traditional finance. So although crypto is awesome, there are some things we have to fix. Number one, we got to make it seamless. We don't want people to be like, oh, it's so hard to open up a wallet. It's a pain in the butt to do cold storage. Oh, I actually put in the wrong address. I didn't put a memo and all that kind of BS, right? Check out this story. ETH lost due to bugs and user errors has surged 44% since March of 2023, according to Connor Grogan, head of product at Coinbase. 3.4 billion in Ether lost. Just think about that. 3.4 billion lost because of user errors. ETH lost to user errors has climbed to 913,000 ETH, almost 0.75% of total circulating supply. Grogan shared the estimate on X on Sunday, noting that lost Ether due to human error and bugs now accounts for more than $3.4 billion. Check this out. This is messed up, man. So 24,000 ETH sent to burn addresses. 12,600 ETH lost where, everyone? Yeah, typos. Parity wallet bugs, 500,000 in ETH loss. Oh, and by the way, everything you've seen in this video and all the other videos, it's all linked in the description below. ETH trapped in wrapped ETH contracts, 654. This is crazy, because if you think about it, these errors should not exist. And this is what keeps people away. I remember when they were doing the Mt. Gox thing, right? They were doing little mini test transactions of like 0.1 BTC or $100 in USDC. Why? Because they were testing to make sure they were doing shit right in case they messed up. In fact, the United States government has done that before too. Yeah, test transactions. When you use your debit card, do you do test transactions? Wire transfers, test transactions? Come on now, we need to fix this problem. Overall in the crypto market, as I said earlier, we're looking pretty hot. 55 out of 100 in altcoin season. Fear and greed's got us at 67. There's been a bunch of inflows lately. Yep, that's right. The bigs are buying the BTC and ETH, and the market is looking healthy. Now, check this out. It is super early this morning. Right now, volume is already up 40% to 198 billion. Volume over the weekend was hot AF, and it appears that this week it's going to continue on that hot streak. Now, XRP is looking juicy as well, up 30% in volume to 9.1 billion. Total market cap of $208 billion. Let's take a look and see what things are. Yeah, we've had a little bit of profit taken, but we're back above that 350 mark as XRP is looking bullish AF. Going to the candlesticks, we got the 1 hour up on the screen, and what can you see? Yeah, that's support above the 335 mark. We were talking about that. Now, resistance, yeah, we saw it, but remember, there was some hopium, there was a little bit of, profit taking going on, there was some euphoria going on, but we've held some pretty high levels. Now, this week, what are we looking for? Clarity Act, right? Going to the Senate, and we're waiting to see how the market digests the rest of the crypto news, right? Market structure, anti-CBDC, stuff like that. Now, as I get those updates for you, because the Senate has not received the Clarity Act, remember, the government uses snail mail or maybe smoke signals or messenger pigeons, I don't know. But the last time when the Senate sent the Genius Act to the House, that took 1 week to get to the House. Hopefully it doesn't take a week for the Clarity Act to go from the House to the Senate, but I will let you know when we get that action. So, XRP bullish factors, the strength of the Clarity Act, and the possibility of passage in the Senate. If we see the Senate having problems with the Clarity Act, you know what happens, right? Price action goes down. But if they're able to pass that action and we see some positive signs coming out of it, you could definitely see the alt start roaring. And I believe we could push that altcoin season index even higher. Now, that being said, crypto market cap's right on 3.94 trillion. So there's a lot of optimism in the market. There's a heck of a lot of volume going on. And the optimism is based on regs, not based on Jerome Powell cutting rates anytime soon. Now, Circle going after a meme coin, I totally get it. You don't see multiple of the same names on the stock markets, do you? No. Once you get a ticker, that's it, right? You're done. You ain't getting duplicates. But we've seen all over the place on these open network chains that what? We have duplicates, right? Remember all the MoneyGram duplicates, the USDC fake ones, the RLUSD fake ones? So maybe it's cool that Circle is going after someone that tried to use their ticker symbol to piggyback on their notoriety, ride on the coattails. I honestly think it's a good thing. Why? Because it protects the consumer and it protects the brands out there. For real, I can remember vividly when USDC launched on Stellar. Before it even publicly launched, there were 8 different USDCs listed on the Stellar chain, and they were all BS scams. So you get what I'm saying here? Protecting consumer is a good thing. Now, think of that whole story, 3.4 billion in errors. Yeah, I think we got to do a lot better in crypto, making it easier to use. I've even seen some of your comments out there saying, yo, I messed up because I didn't put something in the memo. Or, hey, you know what? I put in the wrong address and now my money is gone ski. Yo, we gotta fix that if you want to get more and more money flowing into crypto. Why? Because you shouldn't know that you're using the blockchain. It should be seamless, right? I mean, think about it. When you use your debit card, when you use your phone, do you sit here and just see all the ACH rails going on? No, you just use it. You tap some buttons, you go. If you make a mistake, you can get your money back. You let the bank know. Yeah, we need something like that for crypto. XRP is hot AF to start off the week, and I'm hoping to hear something about the Clarity Act in the Senate because that would be our next fuel for the rocket. Because no, Jerome's not cutting rates in July. He's probably going to cut them in September. That's right, there's no meeting in August. Now, I got up early today because honestly, I'm not feeling well. For those of you that know, I'm dealing with a medical issue right now, and I'm kind of struggling, so this was not a good day. I've been up since 3:30, and it is now 7:09 my time. So you can kind of see how my week is starting off. But what did I do? I brought you the news. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Choo choo what? Choo choo nachos.